Hey, so I am back with a brief analysis of the character Armand. Um, this is just in anticipation of season 3 of the Anne Rice novels, Interview with the Vampire, but now be the Vampire Lestat, that will be premiering in 30 days. And Armand is one of the key characters, and he is the vampire that is with Louis throughout season 1 and season 2, his companion. And I just wanted to give my brief analysis of Armand after watching season 1 and season 2. And I have not read any of the original books, and I have not watched the 1994 version. So my whole account of Armand is based off the show. So, due to what I have observed, I want to say that one of Armand's superpowers, if not the main one, is feigned naivete, like feigned ignorance. And he really shows that through his gaslighting. And he really gaslights people into not believing he is as powerful as he really is, especially with Louis. And I feel like he does his power play by allowing Louis to call him maître, like master or teacher. No, he calls Louis maître or master or teacher. And I think that is a way of making Louis feel as if he's in charge and kind of letting Louis have this more dominating approach to their relationship, the way he can lash out and really show up in some of his most rare and genuine moments, even as we could say as mean as it can be sometimes, especially with his words. I feel like it really is a play to make Louis feel like he is that guy, but not realizing that Armand is handling the strings of the puppet, because he allows Louis to assert himself, yet he controls what Louis believes and what he remembers. Like, he wiped this man's memory and put in what he wanted him to remember, and then feigned ignorance, like, oh babe, you said you wanted me to do that. Even when he put the pictures of Louis, of those other artists doing photography, and put it in Louis's work and try to make it seem as if Louis was trying to pass off other people's work as his. And when Louis confronted him, he was kind of like, it was, that might have been an accident. And even the whole thing with the trial, him acting as if he couldn't save Claudia, him acting as if he had no power. Motherfucker, you knocked out the whole damn coven at dinner when Louis and Santiago was cutting up, but yet you didn't have enough power to save Claudia. I really think that's one of his superpowers, to make himself appear smaller than what he really is, and so therefore people don't plan for him, or they don't see him coming, or they don't anticipate that he is the for real strong, powerful predator that he is, and they don't see it coming, because underneath that he is cold and calculating. Because Armand, his fake chivalry is almost childlike, which I think makes sense to when you tie it back to him being in a brothel and being a servant. And that also goes to when Louis was like, my maker groomed me into a little bitch. That was, bro, that was a for sure dig to Armand. I was like, see, Louis, that mouth on you, that's why you be getting your ass whooped. But he was cold and calculated. He was plotting on Claudia. He plotted on Louis. And it's just like, you really be up here acting like you not the one in charge when you are the one making everything go the way that it has went. And another thing I would say, he's a gaslighting, scorned lover, because everything that he's done to Louis, everything that he did to Claudia, this whole drawn out 77-year companionship with Louis is really a dig to Lestat. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how and why Armand is such the scorned lover that he is when it comes to Lestat. Because when we watch it in the show, we really get the impression that Lestat and Armand were extremely short lived. Like, almost as if it felt like weeks or maybe at most a few months. And it's almost like, girl, what was going on that you really thought that you and homeboy was going steady? because I don't see it. I don't see it. Like even his interactions. Granted, this is Louis' retelling of it, and also Armand's retelling of it. I feel as if Lestat gave enough for Armand to lean into, for it to feel as if, I like you a little bit, I'll fuck with you, I will fuck you. But it always felt as if Lestat was coming from the angle of what can I get out of this man and how quickly can I just wham bam thank you ma'am. It never felt as if, oh, I really want to be with him. Like the way Lestat was intentional about being with Louis, it never gave that with Armand. And I'm like, girl, I can't even say that somebody lied to you. But that's really my brief analysis of Armand. I really see him as like this gaslighting, scorned lover, but I plan on reading the book eventually. But also, I'm very excited about season 3. And I know they're going to show him to be the asshole that he really is. Like, I feel like he's going to be in rare form. So I'm amped, very excited. But if you enjoyed the video, just let me know in the comments. And also give me some feedback on what you kind of pick up on Lestat and your, I would say, initial feeling about him after watching season 1 and season 2.